it is...
Not what I expected.
It is a Ryzen Boxer jungle.
So they need to go faster. They understand that they want to go faster.
Yep. It is a faster jungler compared to the Thams. And mobility is there. Outplayed on the bottom lane.
Wow, he didn't even
Chaknu.
react. Chaknu's actually the one in trouble. Wow, that was a very brave movement there for outplay, but they will have to pay for it. Or will they? Yes, they will. Keller is there to make them answer, but Zyda is going to have to make that comeback kill, that return kill will be happening here. Etomax as well in trouble.
This is bad for Omega. You need early game momentum for Echo. You just gave it to them.
Yep, and again, Renzio on the top side against Free Martizi, very much controlled here. That bottom fight, I am not sure how to gauge that. Who had better control there?
That was
definitely Echo.
Clearly, it's a scrappy fight, and you picked it at the wrong time as Omega. That's put Echo 1,000 gold ahead. Not
That's so
even
weird.
for the first turtle.
Yep. The fact of the matter is, you put heroes on the bottom lane, you don't get the the win on that trade, and Savior is left in middle lane to farm up.
Yeah.
Level 4 and his first item of the game. Chose to go for the magic penetration.
And again, on top side, oh goodness me. This is at least the answer that Omega wants. Because of the Baksha jungle, he's level 4 right away. There's very few that the Esmeralda can do to answer.
First turtle up, and it's a priority for Omega. They
Yikes.
can go ahead and get it. Chaknu is going to be forced here.
Yeah.
Second death on the Mamba. Not even 2 minutes in.
What is happening? Level 1, Mamba going down. Level 3, Mamba going down again. That's not something that you usually see here for Omega.
Again, Omega, they don't have the tools to defend the middle lane, and they know to themselves that the answer that they can bring to Echo is their rotational speed, the level of clearing speed that they have. But Echo, they also know what their priority is at the moment. It's to pressure Omega. They know that this Beatrix cannot farm in a way that Omega will just have a fantastic time in the mid game. They need to put pressure on the jungle resources of Omega.
Yeah, and that's a problem with the 4 Protect 1. Everyone knows where the damage is going to come from, and they can just force that area.
Yeah, and I'm loving the fact that Zyda is actually playing tank Karina again. This is actually tank Karina.
The right
You
way to
need
play.
Good job.
The right way to play, correct.
Good job.
The fact that you need that level of peel alongside Trimar. If this was burst Karina, you would be too soft. You'd be dead even before you got out.
Yeah, and you won't be able to sustain the team fights as well.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good move
Oh, look
again.
at the farm on outplayed. He picked up the corrosion site already.
Okay, that was relatively quick.
320 is the timing here for Echo. Now the 1-1 is completely activated. The only thing that will kill him is the combo from the Grok and the Beatrix.
Yeah, so basically the Baksha is going to have to go hard. The Grok is going to have to go hard on the Wan. Otherwise, JP is babysitting. Oh my god, Ryzen. Barrel straight in. Here's the Cult Altar, and there's the Grok that you guys are talking about. Wild charge straight to the face.
That's how you pressure gold lane.
Exactly. And then Renzio is in trouble with 2 people on the top side. Will be traded up very, very neatly by Echo.
Such a huge lead on Kelra over outplayed. This might be a big factor coming to the mid game because Omega, they can fight. They have damage from the Beatrix, and Echo, although they have 5 kills, they haven't utilized the Natalia that well.
Yeah, it's a good recovery by Omega on the swing back, chipping away at this gold lane turret, and then they'll make another move for Turtle. So far, so good. They recovered so well from that scrap earlier on, minute 0.
Yeah, they can actually take that turret gold very, very quickly. Renzio is defending very well against 2 people on top side. And there you go.
Oh.
There's a snipe. 1 bullet goes in. JP's quite low. He's trapped, I guess, but no. He can actually make it out.
This is comfort for Omega. They know the fact that they just need to make sure that this Beatrix gets over to the mid and late game safely. So they put more heroes on the bottom lane. And Echo, they didn't capitalize on the lead that they have. They opted to go for the mid pressure over the Faramis, but Faramis was always rotating to the bottom lane.
Yeah, mind you, that's 2 small camps traded away for an orange buff. Zyda took that. Look at that, see?
It's not a joke, yeah. And again, as usual, Omega, the barangay, is definitely favoring those scrappy team fights. That's exactly where they want to play. And it's a very good like metaphor or simile or something like that. Where they want those brawls, they want that fight. They are doing it right here as well, JP, with the comeback burst.
There you go.
Beautifully done there. Very well rehearsed with Cortese, but there is no other answer. Here is Outplayed, though he wants to get a revenge kill at least, and as well as Zyda. But Omega will not present that opportunity.
Even though they lost team on the side of Echo, this is still something that Omega has to be careful with. They don't have sustain as of the moment against the the combo from the Natalia and the Savior. So there's still saving grace from Echo in this mid-game timing, but Omega, they know they have the advantage. They can still put pressure in the middle lane.
That's one way to stop a Savior. Put him very, very low. Cult Altar, everyone charges in straight to the face here of the 1-1, and there is no answer at all. Here comes... Oh, that was a beautiful hit. Everyone was in the laser range. Zyda cleans it up very, very well. Very little that Chaknu and Zyda can do.
Renzio
beautiful.
coming in from the back. Oh, that was it. That was the pied de resistance. That piercing, stunning light straight through all of Omega.
Again,
it's a saving grace.
Yeah, it's a saving grace.
It's a tool for Echo to deal with Omega, but I gotta say, it's the longest wall charge I've ever seen.
They can still burst Omega. Keyword, still burst Omega. It'll come to a point that Omega can no longer be bursted.
That is correct. Chaknu, he suffered a little bit of a, what do you call that? Just a little bit of a misplay here in low levels, but he can come back. He can still be quite chunky later on.
Yeah, what they call in the business a fumble.
The fumble. Small fumble here and there. But again, everyone else is picking up the slack. Look at the bottom.
Freebie outplayed down bottom.
Very rare freebie. A turret going over to Echo without an answer from Omega.
Yep. I mean, at this point, if you're Omega, you don't even care about the turrets that you lose on the other lane. As long as you're protecting Keldra, in this pressure that Omega is putting against Echo, all worth it. But 3mar with the ultimate didn't really commit.
So basically, you try to win the team fights. You focus on those
fights. If
you're
Omega, you want to be able to play the game in a way Echo needs to respond to you.
Dude, Keldra's a turret.
Yeah, walking turret. One of the most powerful turrets in the game, probably.
What's he building up next it's actually up there. He can still switch it up on the fly right now.
I think that's a Malefic War.
Possibly, yes.
Straight?
For the straight-up damage in the snipes, as well as the Nibiru's passion.
I think the concept is, you know that Echo will build up sustain items against you. You won them up.
Just burst them down.
Yeah. You go one step ahead. Like, if your item starts coming out, I now have the penetration, so what?
There you go. Mystic Field won't be able to stop Chaknu with the passive of the Grok.
Yeah. Earth and Force.
Yeah, and the rest of the Echo Squad are just scrapping up around the field. Freemar, as usual, very prolific on the heroes that he picks. Gets the attention of Ryzen. Renzio.
They're forcing this mid lane push. Omega's not letting go. They want this. They need it.
So add to the fact that Omega, they know that there's an attack.
Oh, beautiful Dawning Light there. Won't really take anyone, but here is Freemar. Again, it's going to be a 1-for-1 in the end. That Cult Altar very helpful in keeping everyone in check. But without that Cult Altar, that could have been big.
3mar for Keldra, trade will take any day. And the fact that JP hasn't even spent anything means Echo's still up. That's why they're so gung-ho on starting this Lord.
Look at this. Entomax takes out JP in the end.
Ghostbusters.
Easy Ghostbuster damage, and there's no joke with that Faramis.
This Stamps is just so cute.
It is so good. Right now, Omega, very confident. They know that Ryzen is going to be able to kind of block out the fight, but Renzio, he's low. That Lord is going to be taken by Ryzen in the end. Freemar, TZ, and Zyda can't really go near anymore, and they will have to give it up.
This is the disengage that Omega needed. Yes, they fumbled in that burst down in mid, forcing out this tier 1 push, but eventually they found their footing, and they started to learn how to dodge those dawning lights.
Yeah, it's very apparent that Cortese's pattern is going to be where the big fights happen. He activates it right away. He doesn't go for the last hits. He goes for the initial light.
Yep. Omega really needs to be careful. Athena shields are going to be started to build up on side of Omega, so Echo really needs to watch out for their timings, because it is a problem on their lineup. They do lack the poking capability in the late game, because again, the items will start coming out for the side of Omega. The shred ability of Echo will be, will not be on par against the damage output of Omega in the late game.
But as you guys mentioned, the late game of the mid lane here of Echo is very powerful in the end.
I love it. You know, in before game 3 is like game 2, wherein there's spikes on both ends.
Yeah, they both have win conditions.
Yeah,
Like for Echo, they need to snipe out the Faramis on the backside. But Omega, they're not letting that happen because Ryzen is chasing the Natalia.
a beautiful chase here, and cue the music, cue the hillbilly music, and there he goes. Beautifully done there. Again, Omega one up once more in this fight. So it's gonna be a 4v5 here on the mid with Ryzen Renzo following suit. There's a block. Zyda can't really make it back home.
Still can't get over the fact that the Faramis can just walk over cliffs and walls.
So Stampede.
Love that buff.
Nasty. And
I hate that buff, honestly. I don't want. I hate playing against
it is what
Faramis.
it is. What it is. Let's just ban the hero, okay? So interesting play there. Chaknu used the conceal to force out that tier 2 push. So it was a false engage and it pushed back Echo. Lovely.
Yep. Hashtag worth.
Hashtag worth indeed.
Time it out.
Now Echo. This is the the problem of the mid game that they didn't capitalize on. Omega, we saw many times that they just wanted to push in the middle lane, and they made the right play. They need to group up. You are up against a Natalia. What do? You group up. You don't let Echo find any opportunities to snipe heroes off. So Echo, what they need to do right now is to split the map, force an issue on the other parts of the lanes of Omega, and maybe try to find some pickups. You have the Natalia, you have the Savior, and you have a hero that can, be of nuisance. You need to use the Esmeralda on 3-Mar to be able to create that pressure.
It's that fact that they lack that lane. There's no hero that can freely cut.
Yep.
You're looking at what? The closest thing, JP. But he's so easily burstable.
Yeah, their mobility around the map is so hard, and for Omega, once you find JP, you don't let go. Like what Chaknu's doing, he's hunting him down. Renzo, he's also also hunting him down.
That's what Ryzen did earlier.
Exactly.
In
So
that minicam.
that small
He's doing
thing,
it again.
he's doing it again right now. And when they do that,
it hit! Ow! The protection from Ryzen.
And the thing is,
Beautiful.
Ryzen had to pop the poisons, but it'll come back up soon.
so when they do that, like Echo's map presence is diminished so hard.
Yeah. Problem is, JP is, buying a lot of time for Echo, but there's no split push happening.
There's no possibility of a split push.
He's only one half of the Ling equation.
Linquation.
The Ling. Oh,
Yes.
No.
this is tough. This is
Yeah,
tough.
that's a very easy Lord there being taken by Omega, and they're looking very, very dominant here in this second half of this game.
Lead armor is up on Zyda. I'm actually quite surprised that Zyda hasn't died yet. Like there were a couple of times we saw the Karina down to low HP.
Tank Karina things, bro.
Right
Tank
play,
arena thing.
right,
The correct
the
way.
right way to do it.
Yes.
Right way to play the hero.
According to Midnight and Late.
Stop with the mage Karinas. I mean, if you're my enemy, go
There's a
ahead.
time and place for burst Karina, but
Like
Very
like
far.
what? Like where?
few in the, yeah.
Our rank games.
when you
Rank
don't-
games.
yeah, or when you don't need peel like Echo needs peel right now.
When you have 5 tanks in your lineup.
All right, so Luminous Lord marching down bottom. I think Omega would be happy with at least one inhibitor.
Yeah.
But looking at Echo's lineup, they also have like okay wave clear. I'm looking at maybe 2 inhibitors.
The thing is, they don't need to rush it for Omega because they still have the Beatrix. Deals so much damage against towers, and you have the win condition. You can use the Grok to initiate inside the base of Echo if they opt to. But again, Omega, there's no reason why you would rush this game.
Yeah, Echo is looking like they're going to be a very difficult defense here. The rest of Omega are knocking on the base here. Bottom lane Lord will be taken out, or almost to take out that turret. And looks like Echo will be able to keep their turrets in the end.
Playing it carefully, not forcing to commit with the Chaknu flicker.
Ooh, very, very big dawning light there. Again, these inhibitor turrets,
Wow.
basically one hit away.
Okay, so what they're doing is we won't take an inhibitor, not even 2. We will just put all of them on the brink of death.
They're
Very
prepping.
low.
Keller is prepping the end for Echo.
Like Jengas.
If I come back, it's just gonna take 3 hits.
Yeah.
Literally
Game over.
one each.
Literally one hit.
Yeah.
3
There
hits,
you go.
one
3 hits.
each. All right, so
Quick
one,
Is that one?
Is that
2.
3? Never mind. Okay, there's still one standing on the bottom part of the map, but JP. Oh,
Oh,
no!
not again! It is trouble here
Mr.
in
De La
Natalia land.
Cruz, get out of there.
I don't know if he can make
Oh,
it out.
oh,
He is spotted out here. Won't
the
be
burn.
invisible,
The
but
burn.
won't try to jump over the wall.
Man.
The burn from the red tree.
Oh, concealed play just to catch up.
Oh boy, the speed, the move speed here from Omega. They're able to get back on the field alongside the minions, but the minions will be going down in the hands of Echo, so they can live at least for the next few moments.
Oh man, imagine if JP actually did it in honor of his old teammate Maloyski, aka Greed, with the Greed Ghost Step. If he could have, shades of Greed from M3.
If only there were like turrets gone on top side or bottom
There
side.
you go.
Okay,
And
so
there it is.
Omega doesn't have to rush it, as Midnight said. This last Lord could be it.
So this is exactly what Echo should have done last game.
Yes.
you
Careful, careful base take. But now Omega has full control of the map. I don't see any way for Echo to be able to get that Lord, as the Natalia was just spawning, and it's an area where you don't want to be a Natalia, because heroes are grouping up.
Yep.
And now Omega will just wait for the next Lord, and when they march in front of the base of Echo, it's still the same problem. You don't want to be Natalia at that moment. You know why? There's no bush in your base.
Nothing.
True. So for Echo, like, what do they have to do? Do they need to commit to a 5-man team fight?
You need to move
What do you
now.
think?
You need to move now. I love this. I love this. The barrier from Chaknu. This is 3 lanes pushing in at the same time.
Oh.
Exactly.
No need for
way.
high-level lane controls.
Yeah.
Just one barrier. That's it.
Yeah. Renzio and Ryzen are the siege cannons in the top and bottom lane. Look at this. Look at the mini-map, folks. So they're synchronizing this all, coming at you like 3 bullet trains.
Remember, the base only takes 3 bullets from the Beatrix. That has
At
been
this
a rule established in MPL Season 9. If Echo cannot fend off Omega outside of their own base, might just be game over. And to back it off, there's a Paramis on their side.
Yes,
Kelra can do this for days.
They have 2 goals. They
They
have 2
can
goals. at
completely
least.
ignore Echo, just go for the base.
It's quite a throwback to Season 7, the Bane Paramis
Oh,
combo.
Bane Paramis.
They
Oh my
kept
God.
on pummeling the base.
Hate that.
And right now, they can do the same thing.
There's a third part of that equation, a Selena.
A Selena with for the arrival play.
Yes.
But in this case, what? Flicker, 3 bullets, usually called altar for, safety precautions. That's it. Game over.
And not to mention there's a Lord.
Yeah, they can steamroll at this point.
And not to mention, there's a General Kai.
Yes.
The General Kai is the biggest factor.
Correct.
Yeah.
As voiced by J.K. Simmons from the hit film Kung Fu Panda 3.
Is that a spiel or something?
No. It's just
Is it
something-
written somewhere?
It's
Alright.
just something I know very clearly because I just recently watched the first 2 films.
Nice.
Also, it's not, but it should be.
I'm still sad that I didn't get to see the Lord Shinskin.
Not tonight. Not tonight. Maybe.
Even Santi
You
wouldn't
had the
show it to me.
chance. You had the chance, guys.
All right, so we're slowly loading back into the game, and it was very clear what Echo has to do and how nearly inevitable the victory is for Omega.
It's like Thanos walking over to Earth.
Oh,
They
no.
need that massive team fight win. And they are walking
There
out
you
here.
go.
This
The
is what we're
same
talking
idea.
about. The exact idea,
Oh.
the steamroller of Omega. But what's happening here? They're holding, but only for a moment. And they will touch the base, and the end is nigh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is deja vu. The Barangay once more gets the better of Echo in tonight's bout with a 2-1 victory.
This gotta hurt for Echo.